It is now my distinct honor and pleasure to introduce this year's commencement speaker, Mario Zambrano. A 1995 graduate of Cardigan Mountain School, Mario Zambrano is truly a Renaissance man and citizen of the world. A native of Monterrey, Mexico, Mario was the first of many in his extended family to attend Cardigan, and not the last, hopefully. After graduating from Cardigan, Mario returned to Mexico to attend high school. He completed his final year of high school in Germany and then studied mechanical engineering at Munich Technical University. Desiring a future in the aerospace industry, Mario completed his Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering at the University of Texas at Austin in 2007. Mr. Zambrano is currently the owner and chief executive officer of the highly successful CMIT Solutions, a CIO outsourcing company based in Austin. Mario also manages international family businesses in both energy and food supply and regularly travels between the cities of Austin and his home, Monterrey. To get a peek into the real passion of our commencement speaker, Mario doesn't drive the 400 miles between the two cities. He flies himself in his 1945 Boeing Stearman. Folks, look it up on Google. It's a biplane. I can see Mario now, and I see him wearing a leather helmet and goggles, with his scarf streaming behind him in his open-air cockpit. Mario is a true son of Cardigan and is precisely the kind of man we want our graduates to become. He is kind, adventuresome, goal-oriented, and in the best sense of the term, Mario is always reaching for goals, never resting on laurels. Full of energy, full of life, and eternally optimistic. My first meeting with Mario was in an outdoor cafe in Austin. We ate and talked for over an hour, and by the end of that visit, I knew that I had added a new friend who would make my life better by his very presence and companionship. Mario is one of those special people who see and experience life through a refreshing lens, the lens of hope, of optimism, of humor, and of love. He's an energy giver, and I'm so pleased and proud that he agreed to speak to you, our energy-giving class of 2020. When I called to tell him that we were necessarily modifying commencement this year, I worried that he would be disappointed. I know he was and is, as we all are, but the first thing he said to me was, "Well, now my whole extended family can attend." In Mario's world, the glass is always way more than half full. Ladies, gentlemen, and the great class of 2020, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce a true son of Cardigan, Mario Zambrano.
Wow, what a crowd. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I want to first of all thank our head of school, Chris Day, for the invitation today. Also thank the Board of Trustees, led by our chairman, Jeremy Krieger, for your support and energy dedicated to our vision. To our teachers and parents, thank you for making this day possible. And special thanks to our students who are Cardigan, wherever you are. It is a beautiful day in New Hampshire. Well, it is actually Hacienda El Refugio in Coahuila, Mexico today, but you get the drill. We're simulating. Thank you for coming today. In this virtual way, from every corner of the world to our very own home in Canaan, New Hampshire. I stand here today on the shoulder of giants. Not only the giants that have given this commencement speech in years prior, but the giants that crafted me to be here today. Also the giants that are here today, that were there when I graduated from Cardigan. The parents and teachers who give us that extra height to see a little bit farther. Like my grandfather Roberto said, try to say it better. This will be my pursuit. It has been 25 years since I graduated Cardigan. I also sat there in front of a speaker. I don't remember what was said, but I do remember that he changed me. Probably my subconscious knows better, and I learned a thing or two that day. But I do remember clearly that that day I wanted to be here, up here, talking to you. So this speech has been in the works for 25 years. Then this coronavirus came along and I had to rewrite it in a week. So I don't expect you to remember much in 25 years, but if you do want to give a speech, right now will be a good time to start writing it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me first address something easy, the state of the world. I feel that we are sitting in a continental divide where we either become better or worse. For the first time, we see the entire world united in a solution of peace against an invisible enemy. For the first time in our short history as a species, there are no borders, no races, no sexes, no hierarchical state that will protect us against our enemy. The world is united in a pause, while humanity is evolving faster than ever. Medics, scientists, politicians, and most importantly, the general public share everything they know against the fight of this disease. Our most potent weapon right now has been distance. We distance ourselves from family, from friends, and even strangers to save them. All with the goal that one day we can return to the warm hug we are eager to get. We never counted that distance could demonstrate compassion, but here we are. This human divide will define us as a species. Either we become superhuman and evolve in peace, or it can pull us apart. It will be historical unification or division for us. The world, again, is in a pause, but we are going light speed ahead. It will take all of us to make this change a change for the better. Now this video is pre-recorded, so maybe in 2 weeks we're changing so fast that what I just said has changed yet again. But I would like to keep going and teach you what has shaped me over 25 years. But for that, I will have to recollect every single moment that has changed me. But I'll spare you some time and we'll tell you about 4 stories about life value, education, love, and change. The first one is about life value and my grandmother Camille. Before she passed away, after a long battle with cancer, she called me up to her bedside and said to me, "Mario, I'm going to give you my biggest treasure." As a 12-year-old, I immediately thought of a treasure chest full of gold. She gives me this little box, and in it, there were these paratrooper wings. These paratrooper wings were of her brother who died in North Africa in World War II. I am wearing them today in his honor. She said to me, "Mario, there are things in life that you have to hold on most dearest. Find them and treasure them." The second story is about education and my dad David. You see, he is my giant. I was living in Germany finishing high school when I called him up, uber excited that I had passed my Abitur exams and I was now eligible to enter university in Germany. This was after what I would say now was my hardest years of studies. He told me, "Mario, I am as proud of you as if you would have failed." That struck me like a punch in the gut. I didn't understand where I let him down. It took me some time to realize that it is the journey that makes life. Our goals are just a glimpse. He was proud of me because of my journey, whether I won or lost. Think not only where you want to go in life, but think about the path that will get you there. It is essential. Actions are what matters, not intentions. The third story is about love. Maria. You see, Maria is from Spain and I'm from Mexico. We met 13 years ago in the mountains north of Spain in Asturias, and we fell deeply in love. But after 2 years of a long-distance relationship, time, work, and distance took its toll. One day, we found ourselves at an airport security saying what we thought was our last goodbye. Because we could not change the geographic reality that we had. We cried, we said adios, and she went past security, only to stop just where I could see her. Run back to me, to my arms, and say, "This is it, Mario. I don't care about anything else but you. I will quit my job, move to Mexico, so that we can know each other entirely." You see, sometimes we think that we know everything, all the answers, even in love. We believe that we possess the answers within ourselves. That day I learned that it is in others that we learn and flourish in love. And we have to trust them. And the last story is about change. When Micaela, our daughter, was born, after a complicated delivery, they put her in my arms, and I felt every single molecule of my body change. Changes in life sometimes takes time, sometimes it is immediate. You would say that when Lucas, our son, was born 3 years after, it was less dramatic, but no. I changed yet again, immediately. Change will happen. Expect it. It is what you do after that that will say to the world who you are. What do these stories about life value, education, love, change have in common? That in life, you will have moments that will craft who you are. Some you will notice them immediately. Some will take time to learn. Always stay present. Not only wait for them to come to you, but go out them and find them. Find those moments. Have those conversations with your giants. Trust hard lessons learned. Love and find love. And hold your most dearest treasure in your arms and feel your body change immediately. In closing, I would like to tell you about my father's theory of improbability. It is most improbable that we were born, or even that we humans exist. It is very unlikely that this world has life. Yet, here we are on a sunny, windy New Hampshire day, living a fast-changing world. You exist, and that single fact should make you proud of yourself. Now, on top of that, you're graduating from Cardigan Mountain School. It has given you the platform to go out there and change the world, yet even more. Keep going. Finish high school. Find an alma mater in a college. Get a good job, and grow roots somewhere in the world. Go and be who you want to be. You will always be Cardigan, and someday come back and give a speech about what you didn't learn today, but the story that started today. Be honest, be humble, serve people. Thank you very much.